Hey guys, it's Janet here. And for those of you who have been curious about purchasing the key on any of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships, I just want to impart some information for you, or to you actually. So I ended up buying the key. I've gotten the key a couple of times. On this particular vacation, we are actually traveling on the Ovation of the Seas, but I have also bought the key on Wonder of the Seas. I have bought the key on Voyager of the Seas. I have bought the key on Freedom of the Seas. I've basically bought the key every time I've gone on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Okay, and I haven't been disappointed by it yet, and let me tell you why. I think it's going to be up to your own opinions and desires of what you're hoping to get out of the key, but I can just share with you some high level perks as to why I like it. Okay, so usually boarding day is a bit crazy and everybody heads to the buffet as soon as you get on board. That's where you're looking for to get your lunch, and it just gets a little bit hectic and crazy. And sometimes when we're coming on vacation, we'll like schedule other things in. So I'm already coming from hectic craziness. For example, the Ovation of the Seas that we're on now, I literally did like a little bit of a trip to Disneyland in California. So I pack that in. I like to pack in every moment to get a really fun-filled vacation, but I pack that in like 2 days before. So of course I'm already coming from craziness, chaos, huge theme parks and lines. And the last thing I wanted to deal with was having that on my vacation when I got to the cruise ship. I wanted seamless, easy. I wanted to know that as soon as I get in, I can kind of relax and breathe a little bit. So a special part of the key is that once you purchase the key, you're able to have this onboard lunch. So it's a Chops lunch. So for those of you who have never sailed on Royal Caribbean before, you get a lunch. That is something that you would eat if you went to one of their specialty restaurants called Chops Grill, right? So you're getting an option of having filet mignon, bronzino, and I think that there's a burger on the menu as well. They have the most delicious mushroom truffle soup that you've ever tasted in probably your entire life, mine, and I'm very well traveled. That is one of the best soups. Anyway, so it's like those little things that I look forward to, and just having that like time to breathe and exhale. You bring your carry-on luggage in with you. If you want, you can check it at the front desk when you come in for your lunch, and they'll actually bring your bags to your room if you like, or you can just keep them next to your table while you're eating, and then once you're finished eating, usually by 1 o'clock, your room is already ready for you, and you can go in and drop off your carry-on bags there while you wait for your full luggage to arrive. That's just one of the perks, but another big perk that I like, and is one of the main reasons besides the Chops lunch, the welcome lunch, is the Voom package, the internet package. So you do get that for every person who's staying in the stateroom, which I made a mistake because I thought it was only for one person, but actually it's for 2 people or 3 people or 4 people or however many people that you're purchasing the key for. So if you have 4 people staying in your stateroom and you're purchasing the key for 4 people, you have internet access, Voom internet access included for each one of those people. Okay, it's a fantastic deal. I thought it was only one package for one person, so I bought another extra package, which I didn't need to do, and they kindly refunded the money to me, but I'm just letting you know. So that's one of the hugest perks for me to be able to take the key package. And another little tip, I'll just run off some of the packages, some of the benefits that it's included in the key here, so you guys are aware. Obviously, you get the welcome lunch I just talked about. That's the first day when you're boarding in the main dining room, and it runs until 12 o'clock p.m. to 1:30 p.m. 20% off dining when you book on day 1. You get 25% off select onboard sports activities as well. So like the Flow Rider, iFly, the North Star. You get fast lane access at select onboard activities, which include like the rock wall, the rock climbing wall, the bumper cars, if you're on Ovation or any one of the ships that have the bumper cars, because it's super fun, and roller skating. You also get priority departure at tender ports, which is also another reason I picked this, because on this cruise, we are actually going to Los Cabos in Mexico, and it is a tender port. So, just being able to have the priority access to get on and off the ship, that's huge, because I've already booked a resort, which is about a half an hour away, and I need, time is of the essence. So to be able to get priority debarkation to get off on a tender, to get onto the marina and meet my taxi, that's huge. So I'm just saying, if you do have any tender ports coming up on your cruise, you may think about the Key. Of course, the Voom internet package I talked about, the dedicated seating selection at shows in the main theater and also the 270 theater. And you also get, one thing is I thought was also very nice, on your last day, so the last day when you're leaving, you get an a la carte breakfast on deck 4 in the main dining room in the Silk restaurant from 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. So you can calmly and peacefully have a fantastic breakfast without the hustle and the bustle on the last day of the buffet. Trying to get something to eat, you're kind of calm, you're just taking in the last moments of your cruise, and you're able to get off the ship in ease, okay, with a great breakfast. So think about all of those benefits. If that is something that's interesting to you, something that you would find beneficial for yourself and the party that you're cruising with, then think about the Key. If you have any questions, comments, leave it down below, and I will get back to you. I answer all my comments and questions. And and just a tip, if you are looking for a great deal on the Key, I would look for those Black Friday specials and the pre-Black Friday specials. So the Black Friday, coming around right probably the week of Thanksgiving, they're probably going to go on sale. And also you get those pre-Thanksgiving early Black Friday sales in July. So just keep that in mind depending on when you're cruising. But I hope that helps for you guys, and enjoy your cruise. Bye for now.